Morning party people in the place to be. Looking at oh, what's the goings on this money? Good money, good money, good money. So, a few things to go over this morning. How is everybody? How's everybody? Good money, good money, good money. Hello, beautifuls. Good morning, beautifuls. How are you? Fizzle. Good morning, ladies. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Top of the money. Good money. You dig? Good money. Um, so quite naturally, I do how we always do. I woke up about 6:15 and I started going through everything that hadn't been touched at all this morning. Fuck you, me. The beautiful, wonderful ginger snap looking ass, coffee in chat looking ass. Um, where's Ginger? Beautiful, wonderful ginger snap looking ass, coffee in chat. Ginger, you better be careful with that thing. Put it in the holster, keep it pointed at the ground looking ass. You did. Profile. I watched your video yesterday. Awesome content. I definitely would like to organize an expose coming up very soon where we speak on manipulation and some of these other striking psychological issues that play a part here. I do believe that you are fully qualified to to identify a lot of these things. Now, I also want to. It's a beautiful thing, beautiful thing. You guys, I meant to try to stay more on top of the count, but it's a big morning in terms of our channel. And let me show you what do I mean. Whatever so do I mean. What I want you to take a look at here is this is the channel. This is the doo-wop. This is the doohickey, right? You slide on over here to about, you hit that, and boom, you'll see we reached over 1 million views. That's a big deal. That is a substantial deal. Let me show you what I mean in terms of who and what. Just for instance, over and look at Ziggy's situationship here. What's Ziggy's situationship? 413,000. Wow, looking ass. And we did this for free looking ass, right? That's a big fucking deal, you guys. That's a big fucking deal. We did 1 million views for free. For absolutely free, and we did it in no time. We did it since October. That is something to be very proud of. I'm very proud of the fact that in no time flat. Now, let me tell you, this channel was created in October, but it didn't see any use for quite a while. So this is a big deal. 1 million views is it's a beautiful thing. And so we went over. So congratulations to all of you ladies who made this a thing. Thank you to all the people that shared the profile posts. Profile. I'm thinking of profile and manipulation. All of the community posts. It's just been a beautiful thing. This is a beautiful amount of awareness. 1 million views, and we did it for free. There was no motivation to exploit a damn thing. So I am very proud of that. Now, that is, it's completely what's up. It's the bee's knees. Thank you so much, ladies. So what I want to do is I want to show you a situation that arose. I don't know if it was yeah, this was put out earlier this morning by Mr. Hiltz. If no one is aware of who Mr. Hiltz is, what Mr. Hiltz is H's dad. So we've got kind of a dual-edged expose this morning. Why does Don Wells still bother talking to PGOA? I never will understand it. I think that's just about ran its course. Clearly, that situationship is it's on the way out. So, pardon me. And so that's one of the things. Thank you for mentioning that. I do believe that's the more critical of the situation. So we'll go over that first. Thank you for that. What I have here is this is a clip from Prairie Garden from a couple of nights ago, when Don came on and sort of did a rant. What I'd ask you to do is, if you're not subscribed to my homeboy Killer Looks, go on over there and give him a sub and give him your views. Don't give Prairie Garden the views. Give my homeboy the views and his beautiful lady. So come over here really quick. Okay. Yeah, mob shit. Not really sure what's going on with the Restream. The Restream is capping the max volume for whatever reason on the screen share. The past few times I've used it, I've had no control over the volume output. So to recap this, this has been deleted from Prairie Garden's channel. This is Don giving Sissy the business. And when I mean giving her the business, I mean giving her the business about her lack of insight and foresight to be qualified to handle information like this. Sissy has absolutely no logic and understanding of the way criminal cases transpire and play out. I say criminal cases because of the way she's approaching her coverage. She's certainly approaching this like she is a district or a state prosecutor. She is salacious, and at this point, I'm very sorry that I ever supported Prayer Garden in her mission to try to find Help Summer, because it has not been a mission to help find Summer. It has been a mission to financially offset Prayer Garden's life with this bullshit she's doing. Pardon my French this morning, but it's bullshit. 5 months ago, I was introduced to Sissy via Don. He said, "Hey, call this lady, please. She's trying to help." At that time, when I was in communication with Sissy, at about, I don't know, a month in or 6 weeks in, speaking with Sissy, she was scrounging for cigarette money. Now she's making these videos that are salacious in nature and absolutely railroading anything that's really going on with this case. I will say that the introduction of Donald Jr. certainly has become a problem. Now, it's become a problem in terms of public safety, with the emergence and the breaking loose of his information, in regards to the child pornography. Okay, so what happens when you bring out a player at this stage in the game, and especially with Donald Jr.'s, and I told myself I wasn't going to talk about Donald Jr., but I thought, well, you know what? If I were going to say anything to Donald Jr., what I would say is, man, go easy. That's what I would say. I would say, go easy. Take care of your business. You know, don't get sidetracked by what the internet has you involved in, sir. Go in, pay your debt to society, rehabilitate yourself, come out, and be a part of be a part of a functioning society for yourself, and for your family. Now, with that being said, in regards to Mr. Sherfy Jr., we have a responsibility in this community to treat information like it is a hand grenade with no pin, like it's an egg of the most rare species. Got to treat it like it's worth something to someone. We know that it's worth something to the creators because of the push for monetary gain. But you people ought to be protecting this little girl and her legacy and her parents' legacy to her, much the same way that you protect these channels that you have. Let me tell you what, these channels are some of you people's lives. And I'll tell you, to some people, this little girl is their life. Doesn't matter what you think. Doesn't matter what you think you've surmised or put together from the YouTube. I assure you, you have no idea. With that being said, I want to present to you something from my friend Killer Looks. He was able to capture this or obtain it in whatever way, none of my business. But what this is Don berating Sissy for her very absolute and extremely apparent lack of couth when it comes to dealing with information like this. You have got to be more qualified than even... There's some of us that are way more qualified than Sissy, and then there's some of us that are mildly to moderately more qualified. Even the mildly to more qualified individuals that handle and are involved in the dissemination of this material, handle it with kitty gloves. It's what needs to happen. And you have Sissy here. She has absolutely no regard for Summer, in my opinion. Forgive me for the volume levels, as I do not have control over the screen share volume level. So we'll just work with it. I have the captions on. A lot of you know that I prefer to watch captions when I'm listening to other content. It's just yet another tool to help aid us to actually hear and reference what's being said. So without further ado, I want to push forward with this. Very interesting. Here's what right. Let me check the sound really quick, because I do believe that it actually comes out louder. Let me check the sound really quick, because I do believe with this. Hold on. Very interesting. Thank you, Manic Mandy. Let me check the sound really quick. I do believe that'll work. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's going to work just fine. Okay, so it's just a little bit low on my end, and I've got the caption, so we'll work through it. To give it a little context, Ernie Shell also was a part of some of this production, and Donald, from what I hear, completely refused to even acknowledge Ernie, which has sort of led to this capsizing of the Operation ROC situationship. Very interesting dynamic between Ernie and the way he fits into all of this via the introduction from Sissy and Doug at No Thanks and some of these other channels that didn't properly circumvent or vet this individual, and now they're dealing with the fallout now. So again, this is going to be the rant, and I'm pleased that you guys can see it, or rather hear it good on your end, as I cannot. So let's go ahead and push forward. Let me pull up this chat here. All right. What about what Cher is saying? Oh, shit. I believe anything Cher is saying at this point is drug induced. So thank you, Casey. Now, what he's talking about, the sicko down at the bottom of the hill running his mouth. Speaking of Ernie Wells, Ernie Wells has been a real thorn in the side of the Wells family, although we have not promoted him as more of a person in this situation, because when you promote more of Ernie Shell to a situation, it attracts more Ernie Shell. Drug-induced clickbait. I'm not even sure what the fuck you're talking about, dumbass. Moving forward. Do you know, Don? And he says he acts like a cop. Yes, Rap, we will dance for her on her birthday. I said Ernie Wells. He wished he was a Wells, doesn't he, looking ass? There you go. You hear Don saying he's acting like he is a cop when he ain't. That's now also Don Sr. He alluded to JLR and the Nerd Herd that he had some ex-law enforcement experience. So those two, Don Sr. and Ernie are interchangeable in that situation. So I really believe Cher and that simp she lives with are pure evil. Absolutely, they are evil. Do you know Don Jr.? No, I've never met them fucking piece of shit in my life. Now, I want to make mention that when Sissy says, does she know him? Of course, Sissy is very, very unarticulate. She lacks an extreme amount of articulateness. And I want to clear that up. We know who Eddie Murphy is. Doesn't mean we've ever met him, right? So for Sissy to say, or to ask Don rather, if he knew Donald Jr., for Don to say no, means that he doesn't know him personally or intimately. Doesn't mean he doesn't know the situation of Donald Jr., and you're hearing him here. No, I've never met the piece. Okay, that's, okay, there you go. You have I know he was up in down the road down here. I know he's been back up in here a few times. I know he has a red truck. Yeah, he's got a red truck. He's got a red S10. Now, you guys know, at this point in the game, I would not have disseminated information about Donald Jr., as all it's done is created a brand of chaos that is not easily it's not easily handled and received by some of us that don't have the qualifications to handle this sort of information. Sissy is the least capable of handling any of this information in our whole community. I mean, it's you cannot can't base how Sissy performs against other channels that don't get the exposure of Donald Wells being on the channel. What I'm referring to is channels that receive input directly from Mr. Wells, and she's not qualified to be handling any sort of information that holds a real world weight on this. Yeah, we don't speak like that right now this morning. We ain't doing all that, man. You see, we're over here trying to grow. We'll call him the bigger man. We don't have to call that man like that. We ain't doing all that, man.
I know he's been busted twice for having child pornography on his shit, on his phone, his computer, and everything else. Not only that, but distributing it.
Disseminating, the dissemination. That's a big problem. But at this stage in the game, it's not Sissy's problem. It's Donald's problem, or it's law enforcement's problem. It is not Sissy's problem to be talking about this stuff online. You'll understand more why Donald is so upset with the YouTubers, and I'll tell you why. If you talk about Donald Jr. and Donald Jr. had any evidence, hypothetically, theoretically, had any evidence or any knowing the whereabouts of Summer Wells, once you start to drop his meat on the grill, if he was involved, he could literally go move something, scatter evidence, whatever. So this woman actually has no qualifications to handle any of this stuff.
Okay, and so he was not the one up there. He was not the one up there flying a drone.
And this is the thing. She wants him on the channel just so she can talk over him. I do believe that there's a bit of some sort of feministic power struggle between her and Don. I'm not sure all the particulars because I don't know the intimate workings of their relationship, but she is having a power struggle with Don. That is the issue. You will see that absolutely play out here a little bit further in.
Listen, Donald, I wouldn't talk shit about you if you would come up on my panel.
There we go. That's the manipulation. I would not talk about you if you would come up on my panel. That is disgusting, sissy. You are gross. I will stop talking about you if you would come up on my panel. Well, let me tell you, madam, he's on your panel right now and you're not going to do shit but talk over top of him.
And talk to me if you would come up on my panel and talk about Summer.
Or to give you fucking shit to make your channel big.
Yeah, that's what she wants. She wants her channel to grow. This is about money. This is all about money for Sissy. Now, as soon as you see Donald completely sever the contact with Sissy, what you're going to see is behavior from Sissy that is going to be reaching and grabbing, escalating. You're going to see her really start to try to protect what she thinks she's built here. She thinks she's built a monopoly. She thinks she's some sort of mogul in the true crime community. And in all actuality, she's a bully. Yeah, and she's disseminating information that she has. I'm not here to tell you that the information she's disseminating is even accurate. What I'm here to tell you is that the information she disseminates has a real world impact on the people that could potentially be watching it. PG is all about money. If she wasn't, you'd never have to look at an ad like you never have to look at an ad on mine. 1 million views. I just showed you 1,020,000 views, and we did it for free. It did not cost anything to do that.
Let me tell you, Donald. No, Donald. Listen.
See, there you go. She wants him there, but so she can just talk over him and control him publicly and bully him.
I do care about your daughter, and I'm going to tell you right now.
She does not care about Donald's daughter, or else she would not be doing this shit right here. She's the only one that thinks she's helping. Right, Mom? Fucking
No,
A.
she knows she's not helping.
She know,
It's
yeah.
all for her own benefit.
That's it.
She knows she's not helping.
Absolutely.
I think I
Or
hear
she's pretty. Or she's stupid.
She is
And
stupid.
she's not stupid.
No, she's stupid.
Conniving. She's a bully. She's probably a bully growing up too. She's probably a bully in her relationship.
I don't think she has one. Gang, Izzy.
I think I care more about Summer.
She was getting ready to fix her lips to say, I think I care more about Summer than you. Looking ass. That's disgusting, manipulative, and narcissistic in a way that, oh man, holy shit. You are a bad person, sissy. Please never in your life contact me again unless it's to apologize and fix your shit. This is very bad.
She can't fix her behavior.
No, you're right. She's too old to try to fix it now.
Yeah.
You're putting all this shit out there.
Or too soon.
Right here, you're going to hear Don say, you're putting all this shit out here so that
Did have my daughter,
if Donald Jr. did have his daughter,
and then it's all out in the open.
now it's out in the open and he can move it. He can move her. He can move portions. Yes, Rat View. And I told her that Ernie was going to destroy her too. And this is all her own doing. I can't. Please do not reach out to me again, sissy. I have nothing but loathing for you.
It was so hide them. You fucked up. You fucked up the whole investigation. Don't you understand that?
She does not understand that. And what she's getting ready to do here, people, is Andrew Hiltz.
She does understand that.
Andrew Hiltz, bro. I'm going to let you stay in here, but I got something for you, bro. I want to show you right now. I'm definitely going to be doing something about you here in the end. So I'm going to do it very respectfully, looking ass. And that's, hang around, brother. You're more than welcome to come up, and I'm going to be very professional about your situation. I have 2 videos lined up for you this morning. And it's all it is me breaking down your representation of yourself.
Nobody's fucked up.
Yes, sissy, you have absolutely fucked up this case with just the dissemination of Donald Jr.
No, you're lying.
He's not lying. This woman is a bitch by nature. EAF, sorry you feel that way.
Hate that for you.
Hate that for you, but the family seems to think otherwise. Go look at summerwells.com. You'll see that I'm a featured content creator along with AF Pennington. We are the only 2. So I don't think that you are certified, qualified to tell me what you think someone else thinks about my involvement. She's not a Christian. Hell no. Yes, Candy, she's a creeper. And thank you, Lynn. I could use a hug on my neck right now.
Nobody's messing up anything.
Yes, sissy, you have completely fucked this up this evening. How I know this is you did not put this, you have unlisted this video or you've deleted it altogether.
You know what I'm messing up.
She just wants him there to talk over him, see?
What I'm messing up is another person for you guys to throw under the bus.
What she's messing up is for you guys to throw someone else under the bus.
You ain't got nobody else.
Because you ain't got nobody else.
I was just going to ask what are her educational qualifications, but that was pretty good.
Cash App gang, 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 gang. Who do we got this morning? You see that, Doug? I'm not the only one that spits when we're in the garage. Mom does it too, looking ass.
That's because I have something. Mom doesn't like that usually, though.
No. We got CZ in the house. Charles in the house. You know who you are. Love you, Charles. Thank you so much for money towards the coffee fund. Love you. Love you, love you, love you. Okay.
Is that what I'm doing?
Yep. So he's actually speaking very, very, very critical truth. That because of what she is doing, definitely could go through and change the scenario because they would have time. They would be alerted by Sissy on the YouTube. No, BDAC, you didn't come in supporting PG. You came in here with the bullshits, and we're not here. Hey, and Andrew, sir, I would prefer if you didn't yell at me in my chat. I do that too sometimes, but we got a pretty easy chat going here. It isn't flying by, and here you are. It's just like, bro, we know you're here, bro. Go ahead and just watch. Yeah, Don has a very real point here. If Don was involved in the disappearance of his daughter, do you think he would be directing people to call TBI instead of come to YouTube with it? That's what he's telling her right here. You should have called TBI. No, you do not, Sissy, you idiot. You do not put this shit out there for everyone to see. At all.
Nobody gives a shit about your opinion.
No, yeah, that's it. Nobody gives a shit about your opinion, and when you give it, you fuck shit up. You are an idiot.
Donald, everybody has the right to see whatever and everything.
No, they do not, Sissy. You are absolutely inaccurate and lying.
She didn't learn sandbox manners.
That's right.
There is no investigation. This boy has.
There is no investigation. Yeah, don't delete him, guys. Leave him in here, but if he wants to keep screaming and not follow the directions, then just, remove his comments until we can get you to adhere. You're far too old, Andrew, to not be following directions that other people set out, right? I'm asking you. You don't see
boundaries, laws.
Yeah, got boundaries over here, bro. You don't see nobody else screaming and shit. You want to be seen looking ass. So guess what, bro? I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you to yourself. I'm gonna do it in the best possible way.
This young man, Donald, this young man, his dad's already been questioned and cleared, and
It doesn't matter about his dad, Sissy. You are a fucking idiot.
his son, they didn't even want to talk to his son because his son had an alibi.
It's alibi, you idiot. But that part doesn't matter. It does not matter, Sissy. If he's been cleared and he has an alibi, why the fuck are you talking about him, you idiot? There'd be no reason to speak about a man who has been cleared because he has an alibi. But here you are making this dry-ass connection between this man with the pornography charges and Summer Wells.
She watches too many criminal TV shows. CSI.
She is a fucking criminal. Yeah. You're a fucking idiot, Sissy, and I loathe you.
He was down at the bottom, and he wasn't talking. And listen, Donald.
He was talking shit. He jumped out of the van and he said, "We know these people are involved. Ronnie Lawson knows. We have tips. This is going to be handled soon." Right? You are an idiot, Sissy.
He wasn't down and talking about you.
He was absolutely talking. Oh, God, Sissy. I'm not going to go out. You guys saw the fucking video from Boots on the Soil, whatever the hell they're called. Heels on the Ground, right? You seen the big guy jump out of the fucking van and come over there and tell him to stop, right? That was Donald Sr.
What you shoe call it is shoe in the dog shit.
Yeah, shoe in the dog shit. That's it.
He wasn't down there talking about you.
He certainly was. She is absolutely lying. She is not even trying to just be inaccurate. She is full-on outright lying. That man was down at the bottom of the fucking hill talking shit about Don and his family. You liar, Sissy. God.
He was down there asking them to be quiet.
He did that as well, but he also talks shit, Sissy.
because his girlfriend's 80-year-old mother.
See, there he goes, JLR. Remember? There you go. Sissy, you're supposed to be here to be articulate. And here we go. We have the subject being Don Wells being more articulate than you're capable of being. It's very tragic, Sissy. Oh. Thank you, beautiful. Thank you, beautiful. Kelly Zimmer. Thank you, beautiful. Sorry for the confusion. Well, this is another problem, Sissy. What you've done by disseminating this information is you have created a volatile situation now in which Mr. Wells is extremely unhappy with the situation. Do you see how this has progressed? Your transgression has progressed.
Why can't we work, Donald? Why can't we work together?
This is, you aren't working together with anyone except for your own financial benefits, Sissy. You're not working in concert with the police. You're not working in concert with anyone actively trying to find this child, for fuck's sake. You're an idiot.
Why can't we work together? It's a big fight all the way around. No, it's not.
It is a big fight, Sissy. I don't know. Thank God this clip is only 5 minutes long because I'm very disappointed in you, Sissy. I've been very disappointed in you in the past for your behavior, but this outright puts somebody in jeopardy now, doesn't it? Does it not?
I told you before to work together.
Sorry,
Work
Dave.
this out.
I want a big fat motherfucker like that run down there running his big fat fucking mouth saying that he knows that we done something to our daughter.
Now, Don has a point. The other disturbing part about what Donald Sr. did was he alluded to the fact that he knows that law enforcement is focusing on the Wells in terms of being number one suspects, which he definitely doesn't have the qualifications to be raising that sort of suspicion. Moving forward. Did you hear that? Don said if he believes he knows someone that's done something to his daughter, that would mean war, Sissy. Tell me how this is helpful.
Donald, a lot of people are thinking that you guys had something to do with your daughter because you're not coming out and trying to change. Well, yeah, I do.
They've been coming out for almost 8 months now, Sissy. This is very troubling.
Because you're not.
This is the other thing. Donald owes Sissy absolutely fuck all. That's what he owes her. Sissy has this this sort of Caucasian entitlement that is very, very disturbing.
You know, I do. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I did it. Donald. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You know better than that.
I can say the same thing to you. Are you kidding? Are you kidding?
You know better.
No. Donald does know better, Sissy. It's you that clearly doesn't know better. And I'm leaning towards the fact that you do. You just don't care. You're all about the money. If you weren't about the money, Sissy, it would make you know never mind to monetize. You are a real problem to this community, Sissy. A real problem. You need to have your content removed, is what you need.
And you know something? I know you love her with all your heart. I really do.
And how could you say something like that?
I I really know that you love her with all your heart.
She could say something like that without her top teeth in. It'd be very easy.
You know how I know? You know how I'm saying this, Donald? It's because I know.
We don't know how you're saying this. You don't even know how the fuck you're saying this. Sissy, you are a fucking man-sized, woman-shaped idiot.
That you would do anything to protect. No, I'm not. And you know that's a fucking lie.
You are a fucking liar, Sissy. You are a fucking liar, and you are the female version of a biblical sodomite, is what you are.
No. Well, whatever. And you know, like I said, that's offensive word. You're supposed to be a Christian. Why are you talking like that?
Here she just got through saying fuck, and she's worried about. I didn't even hear what he said, but said something she didn't disagree or she disagreed with, and here she is throttling Don.
Quit calling me a bitch.
You are a fucking bitch, Sissy. You are the worst kind of fucking bitch too. You're not just a bitch. You're a fucking bitch. Cash App gang. Gang, sissy, gang, bang. Fucking can't stand your face. Who we got this morning? Hajina. Thank you, Miss Regina. So much. So much.
I'm gonna tell you that right now. No, you're gonna quit. Is that how you?
I'm gonna call you a bitch right now, and you ain't gonna tell me to do shit, looking ass, bitch.
And that's why you're covering Candace's ass.
That's why he's covering Candace's ass. Sissy, you're such a fucking idiot. If this were the 1980s and the R word was still a thing, I probably might call you an R word. Because you are fucking stupid. I swear you must be slow.
It's because no other woman would put up with you calling them the names that you probably call her.
You've put up with it for 8 months. He's called you all the names under the sun. So have I. You cunt. Yeah. So that was that. Cash App gang. Gang, bang. Looking ass. Who we got this morning? Thank you so much, Miss Gina. We got Chris. Thank you so much, Miss Chris. Thank you so much. Show us the pics of PGOA. That would be like doxing, and I promised a lot of people I wouldn't dox anymore, but we'll work on a way to figure that out. Andrew, looking ass. We're to your part this morning. Thank you for joining us. Cash App gang, Mr. Hiltz, gang, bang. Who we got this shmoney? Thank you, Neek. You know who you are. Thank you, Neek. Beautiful queen. I love to see queens over. I love to see queens over here in this community. Man, I love to see the queens here. Right? This is a strange Caucasian-driven community, and I love to see the queens here participating. I find so much motivation and energy from our beautiful black queens in this community. It's a beautiful fucking thing, man. You know what? As someone who sympathizes with the plight of the African American man and woman in America, I find extreme motivation and enlightenment in the fact that our African American counterparts can come here and still stomach all the racism and the Caucasian entitlement. It's a beautiful thing, and so thank you for sticking in there, Queen. Thank you so much. Mr. Hiltz, to your part now. We're looking at the symbolism. That's what we're looking at. This fucking guy, he can't help himself with the symbolism. I want to give you an opportunity to come up and talk about it, Mr. Hiltz. That's a problem. That's a problem, Andrew. Oh, shit, Andrew. Man. It's a fucking problem, bud. It's a fucking problem, bud. Looking ass. You love that pic. Boy, man, you just don't pay no fucking, you just don't pay no fucking mind looking ass. Boy, I think you might be dumb looking ass. I told you don't scream in my situation, boy. Now you're over here screaming and throwing up these whack ass C's looking ass, boy. Cash App gang. Gang, gang. Andrew and H try to gang bang looking ass. You fucking idiots. Look at this shit. Look at these fucking crip throwing hillbillies, man. Ain't even accidentally ran into a crip in their whole fucking life looking ass. Thank you, Brandy Bradford. Gang, gang. We're about to gang bang looking ass. That's a problem, you stupid fucker. Let me tell you why it's a problem, you stupid fucker. He says he loves that pic looking ass. You love these pics too? You simple motherfucker, you? You like these little finger flops too? Over here, we don't throw none of that shit. You dig? Andrew, check this out, homie. I thought you had a plan, homie. I thought you was the man, homie. How about that, looking ass? Fuck all that you got going on, looking ass, huh? Fuck all that shit you got going on, little boy. I'm guessing this fucking idiot is trying to have somebody tell him what 4 + 4 means, looking ass. Huh? Looking ass. You need to teach your son how to throw that shit up properly before he fucks around and gets tossed up. You dig? You throw up the wrong shit in the wrong spot looking ass and you get done, you get handled like your daddy looking ass. Boy. Yeah, gang bang. What you got to say about that, Andrew? Gang bang, Andrew. Looking ass. Who we got this shmoney? Crispy Critter. Gang gang, sweetie. Gang gang. So, man, let's talk about it, bro. Bring your situation over here and let's talk about this shit. You still love that picture? Looking ass. That's what I want to know. You still in love with that picture? Bring your ass up here and talk about it, bro. Don't do none of that pussy ass running like you do, bro. Come up, bring your ass up here. Let's talk about this gang shit, bro. Don't gang bang. Sorry. Oh, no. You like that picture, man. Let me tell you what. If any one of my sons start throwing up gang signs, boy, they got to deal with me. Looking ass. Come up here and explain this shit. You ain't going to explain it away by saying I don't gang bang looking ass. Definitely looks like your homeboys gang bang. I mean, shit. Right? You ain't throwing up no A's or H's, right? You got Hunter's name on your arm with a pitchfork and a devil tail. That represents insane gangster disciples, right? Right? Looking ass. Come up here, man. Let's talk about this shit. I got to hear from you, my boy. I got to hear from you, partner. Don't gangbang. Guess what? You fuck around and tell somebody after seeing this picture you don't gangbang, boy, somebody have a boot party on your ass, boy. You know that. Go into a county jail close to the city and toss that shit, boy. Somebody will toss it right back at you, looking ass. Hell no, you ain't going on the panel. He's weak. Raising a son is weak too. Boy, you're raising a punk ass sorry son that's gonna lean on other sodomites for his fucking for his protection, looking ass, right? You think that boy is in that fucking jail right now throwing in big C's or getting his ass beat for throwing in big C's? What you think? Bye. Come on up here. Boy, you're a pussy. Use your phone, looking ass. You go live from your motherfucking phone all the time, lying ass boy. Boy, you ain't shit. Just like your son, you ain't shit. He has time to pull himself out the fucking gutter, though. Long as he stays away from you, he's going to be okay, looking ass. Because your son ain't no bitch. You got some bitch in you. You got some real hoe inside. You got a whole bitch inside of you named Keisha. We need a free Keisha Friday, looking ass. Every Friday, you need to be a panel. You need to do a panel when you let that whole bitch inside of you come out. Free that hoe inside of you, bro. Free that bitch that lives inside of you, my boy. You got a whole scary woman living inside your body. Let that bitch out, my boy. Let that hoe breathe. You dig? Bring your bitch ass up here. I got something to say. I want to hear you. Look here, bro. You see this right here? You see this right here? What's that say? Straight drop. Boy, don't play with me. Don't play with me, boy. You fuck around and find out this morning. You dig? Quit with all this pussy ass shit you got going on, bro. Bring your bitch ass up here. Bring your bitch ass up here, boy. For real. You need to bring your hoe ass up here, bro. For real, you think I'm playing with you, bro? You need to bring your bitch ass on. Check this out, Andrew. Look at here, Andrew. You a real gangbanger, Andrew? Hold up, Andrew. You a real gangbanger, bro? Are you a real gangbanger, bro? Which one are you? You a real gangbanger, bro? Or aren't you a real gangbanger, bro? That's what I want to know. You really gangbang? You really with the shits, bro? That's what I want to know. This is my partner right here, got his leg shot off by the police. Oh shit, let me show you something else looking ass. You gangbang looking ass? Look at here. It's my partner Perryon J. Key. Yo, looking ass. Perryon, he signed to Bilderberg Records, which is a subsidiary of of MMG Records, which is Rick Ross. Looking ass. You really gangbang, Andrew? I don't think you really gangbang, bro. You really gangbang? That's Ricky Ross, bro. The real Rick Ross. I want to know about this gangbanging shit, bro. Tell me about your gangbanging days, bro. Huh? Tell me about the gangbanging days, bro. Tell me about them gangbanging days, bro. Tell me about it. Really kind of need to know about them gangbanging days, bro. All that whack ass shit you got going on. Tell me about that gangbanging, Andrew. Tell me about it. Silly kids. Tell me about it, bro. That's Keys with the bangs looking ass. Josh, this one's for you, bro. You see them nasty bangs? Holy shit. You with the gangbanging, bro? You really with the gangbanging? That's what I want to know. Oh, wait, my boys are throwing up some shit too. Boy, I don't know if you know what the fuck you got going on, bro. What you setting your son up for, bro? Setting your son up for a bad one. Oh, there's Perryon J. Key right there. Ah, looking ass. You got to get your shit together, bro. You got to get your shit together. All this bullshit you got going on in real life, bro, you're fucking this boy up. You need to stay the fuck from around that boy. That's what I'm telling you right now. But you ain't helping that boy in the least, looking ass. For real. Like, quit this whole ass shit you got going on, bro. Quit this shit. Oh, yeah. My bad. You with the gangbanger, bro? You with the gangbanging? Let me see, bro. You really with this gangbanging? I don't think you're really with the gangbanging, bro. You ain't with that, bro. You know what, bro? I don't even think you know one black person, bro. Real shit. You don't know not one black person, bro. You don't know nobody that really gangbangs, bro. Not in your whole life. You don't know not one person that gangbangs, bro.
Doing what? Obviously, man, promoting, man, making money, man, doing our damn thing with the camera, man.
I don't really think you're with the gangbanging, bro. You need to stop this shit.
With the right now.
You're not with this shit, bro. Please stop this shit you got going on right now, looking ass. Yeah, you ain't with that, bro. That's big jinx. You dig? What? Quit this shit. Now, banger boy. What's up, Kimmy? Good morning. Good morning. What can I do for you, Kimmy?
Are you going to let me talk?
You've got the floor. I mean, I know it's what you wanted, right?
Huh.
Is it or is it not what you wanted? ain't got time for that shit today. Yeah, see, you ain't gonna come up here and talk about this shit, huh? Hell no. But you gonna hide behind that whole ass phone, boy. You dig? You gonna hide behind that phone. I don't understand it, bro. Why? Why are you hiding behind that? Don't hide behind that, bro. Don't hide behind that at all. You dig? Don't do it. Don't do it, looking ass. Right? This real sweet Benny Ray. Yeah, the real sweet Benny Ray. You dig? He's really signed to Devin the Dude. It's called the Coffee Brothers, looking ass. That's my partner. You dig? So I don't really know what you got going on, bro, but I'm sick of looking at you. So quit this whole ass shit you got going on, right? Because what you're doing is you're leading your son down a trail he ain't ready for, bro. Because you're gonna have to cut him. Thank you. Thank you again, Crispy Critter. What you're gonna do, bro, is your son is gonna have to run down by a city with that whole ass shit you got going on, bro. And you're gonna have him in the grease, right? So you need to quit this shit, bro. You are irresponsible as a man. You dig? You are definitely irresponsible as a man. Bro, you got to stop, man. Don't nobody care about that shit you got going on, bro. Quit this shit. You're going to have your son fucked off in the game. Right? So quit this shit. Andrew Hilch, your phone ain't. He's playing pussy. He's playing pussy. He don't want to come up here and get in front of a real one. That ain't what he wants. He don't want none of that. He don't want them parts. Bro, quit this shit, bro. Go the fuck away. Don't nobody care about that shit that you got going on, bro. Quit that shit. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the important shit. With Andrew, you ain't shit. Teaching a grown boy how to be a bitch. That's what the fuck you got going on. You're a grown ass little girl. Let's talk about Summer Wells. Summer Wells is age 5. She's a female. Race white. Hair blonde, eyes blue. Height 3 foot. Weight 40 pounds. Missing from Rogersville, Tennessee. She has been missing since June 15th, 2021. Anyone with information regarding Summer Wells' whereabouts is urged to call 1-800-TBI-FIND. If, as a YouTuber, you're wondering what you can do to actually be helpful, this is what you can do to be helpful. 1, always show her picture throughout your YouTube cast. The pictures available to share are the approved ones on the website, nothing else. It's why this is number 1. The pictures available to share are the approved ones on the website. Always promote the website, number 2, which we are doing right now. The website has the information the public needs to assist citizens in maybe identifying her somewhere, reporting the sighting to the TBI, and thus leading to Summer's return. Promote the flyers link on the website during each YT cast. Flyers of Summer can be downloaded, printed, and shared. Where can we do that at? You can go to the homepage, and you can scroll all the way to the bottom. And on the left at the bottom, you will see here, these are the flyers. We ask that you only disseminate one or both of these flyers. We ask that you do not make up new mock-up flyers of your own to disseminate, as we want a continuous thread of flyers. We only want these 2 disseminated, please. I guess with that being said, there's not really a whole lot more that that we can cover this morning in terms of this. Yeah, if you can't make one call and shit happen, you aren't in no gang. You don't have no pull up, and you definitely shouldn't be throwing up their signs looking ass. Boy, you should have had a gang of Crips go down there and get your motherfucking son, right? Thank you, Sherry. Come on, hit me with the best shot, Kimmy. What do you need?
Call me.
Excuse me?
Call me.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, because you're scared of me.
No, I'm not.
I wear patchouli oil just like your sister, you little bitch.
Good for you.
Yeah, I know what you did to her. All you Keys, Israel Keys, your bloodline's tainted. You little fucking bitch.
You do know my last name is Lindsay, right? Not Keys? You know that, right?
You have Keys blood in you. You are evil, and I'm going to take you down. FBI's watching you, and I threw snowballs. I know what happened to Summer. I know what happened to the Wells boy. Why do you think Don wants to strangle her? He's a Scorpio just like me.
Hold on 1 second, okay?
And little Mr.
Just hold on. Boy, you had some battery acid in your fucking coffee this morning, I think. Boy.
Down, you little bitch. Cough! Cough! You're learning how to be potty trained now. Now wash your hands. Bitch! You want to play? You poked a bear. You and Shannon, give me my emails back. Canadian police are watching you. Andre Dallaire has my back, and we're gonna fucking take you down. What's the matter, Benny? All of a sudden, did you go for a pee? Time to go for a pee?
Yeah. How you doing, Miss Monique? Talk to me. Try to go out and come back in. You got a bad connection. Thank you. Let me see your face, bro. Let me see your face. Andrew, bro, let me see your face. Bro, come on, quit playing with me, bro. Let me see your face. What's up, bro? How you doing this morning? Unmute your mic. I'm with you. Yeah, looking there. Yeah, I mean, I let her do her thing for a minute. We'll let her do her thing. Hello, Miss Monique. How you doing, lovely? I think. Go ahead. Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? That's what we're here for, Miss Monique. We're here for that. And what I'd like to do is we do have a bad connection. I get the gist of what you're saying. And I certainly would like to talk to you. Oh, that's okay. Um, would you be interested in talking with me privately? Okay. What I'd like. Did you get your sound, Andrew? Thank you. Thank you. What I'd like for you to do, Miss Monique, is I'd like for you to grab my email, which one of the ladies will put in the chat. Please reach out to me via email, and I will call you, and we'll talk. Oh, we lost her. You got your sound, bro? Yes, you do.
I should.
Okay.
I told you I'm running old shit, bro.
I understand, bro. Can you please give me a little insight on the gang picture, man? Just a little bit. I don't want to go around and round with you. And I certainly
That
don't
gang
want.
picture, bro.
It's not a gang picture.
All it is just W. This is WC, Wicked Clown. That's it.
Yeah.
Nothing more.
Okay.
It don't mean
Do
a
you
lick of
feel
shit
like-
unless you follow ICP.
And I don't, and I understand. But do you see how the connotation gets kind of skewed and lost in translation?
Yeah, I can
I mean,
understand that.
but and so I guess my issue is I've seen Hunter throwing up the big C too. And
Well, see, I didn't even know nothing about.
yeah,
In all honesty, I didn't know nothing about. Legitly, I didn't know nothing about that picture until this whole case blew open between him and his homies.
have you ever had an opportunity to talk to him about the gang influence in his in his life, or no? Or you weren't aware, right?
I mean, I brushed past the situation with him and told him that, after I seen that and he gave me a call, I was like, bud, you can't be doing that. That means a hell of a lot more than what you think. And I know
Right.
you're not part of any of that gang shit, dude, but you keep throwing that up, dude, you're gonna wind up in a ditch somewhere and ain't nobody gonna find you.
Absolutely.
And I told him I gave it to him straight. I told him dead ass shit. Like, listen, that shit you can't be playing around with for funsies or none of that. That shit means some real shit, and it's gonna get you in some
It's
shit.
serious. It's very serious. In the past 4 years, I've lost close to 30 clients, associates, and friends to gun violence due to gang stuff, and it's it's crazy. But
Oh yeah, I know how serious it is. We get even the news up here in upstate New York, we still hear about shit that goes down in New York City around that way.
Oh yeah,
About the violence and shit. And I even sat down and I told him, I'm like, listen, this is how it is, buddy. If you're gonna keep pulling that bullshit, dude, I'm gonna have to fucking smack you right in the back of the head.
and
I'm
you know what?
I don't old school style. Bust out my slipper and bust him like my mama used to.
And I don't think anybody would be upset about that. And I'm fully aware of the dynamics of him living with his mom part time and then seeing you in the summer, and I realize that he has 9 months of influence from living with his mother, and then you've got a very short time to interact and try to undo some of that stuff.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's
yeah.
difficult. I mean, it's hard to parent through a phone, but I try.
Yeah, I think that I think that it says a lot just about your motivation to have court orders and hold up your time of
Hello.
hold up your time of visitation. I applaud you for that.
It's difficult. I'm not gonna front. It cost me almost $1,000 to go down and back.
Right.
And that's a stop for food, a quick nap if we need one type shit, gas. It's crazy, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, I do my best. I try. I even got my mom and her wife helping me out getting down there and getting them up here.
Yeah. Yeah. Now you know what, Andrew, I'm going to be very respectful, bro, because this is really, it sucks that we have to resort to certain kind of tactics in order sometimes to create a dialogue with someone. And I really want to create a dialogue, but I'm going to be very respectful of your boundaries this morning. And I don't want to, I asked you to come on to speak about just the gang stuff. And so I'm not going to use this opportunity to be a dickhead and slide in more questions on you. Although I will say that I do have some other questions for you, but I'm not going to be disrespectful with them this morning. I would like to I would like to actually just have an opportunity to ask you the questions in private. It's not anything that needs to be circumvented or any I'm definitely here for the children. And your son is a child. So,
oh yeah,
making sure that
he's
comes
a fool,
out the
but
other
he's still a child.
We're all fools, aren't we?
Oh, well, I mean, for him putting up with his mother for as long as he has, shit, he's a bigger fool than I am.
Well, that's part of the parenting, I guess. It's probably some things that she has to undo on him when he comes back from you too. I know it goes both ways, but
yeah,
I really just have more questions, in a vague sense about some stuff going on not going on, but has went on. And there again, it's nothing that I need to talk about publicly. I just really want to create a dialogue and understand, some of what you understand in terms of your son. And that's all. Do you have anything? And let me ask you, I do want to ask you one question. We do know definitively that Shannon's not related to you, correct?
Through grapevines and from what my old man said, there is a possibility somewhere along the tree branches.
There is
a possibility. I ain't spending that county to go look.
No, I understand. But I as far as growing up with her or any of that jazz, you've certainly had no knowledge of her previous to any of this, correct?
No, in all honesty, I don't have much knowledge of that side of my family anyway. So,
yeah, okay.
The old man was kind of a piece of shit.
Yeah, I get that. I think there's a lot of us that had one of those.
But I don't doubt him. He's trying these later years, and he's doing better. But still, he did some unforgivable shit.
Yeah. I do want to ask you one question, and you don't have to answer it. I don't want you to feel pressured. If you just don't want to answer, just say, I'd rather not. But knowing some of the things that H has been involved in terms of his criminality, was there ever a point where when you heard about this scenario with Summer, where you went to that point where you're like, oh man, was he in, where you couldn't definitively right off the bat say he wasn't in your own mind involved?
In all honesty, that's not my way of thinking. I always think negative first.
And I have a tendency to do that too.
So my first thought was, what the fuck did he do? Why the fuck is this going on? And it looks like I'm gonna have to make my ass a fucking trip I really don't want to make.
Right.
And then I sat back. I called his mom. We sat down. We talked a little bit. And then he got on the phone. And the first words out of my mouth is, boy, if you got anything to do with this, I'm going to be the first one to go down there, yoke you the fuck up, and take your ass to the fucking police station myself. Don't play with me.
Yeah.
You may be taller than me, you may outweigh me, but boy, I'll still take you down. I'm your dad.
Yeah. No, and I agree.
And
yeah.
I talk to him like I talk to him like I talk to any normal person on a daily I talk to. He's a human.
Yes.
I
he
mean,
is.
and then just to clear some things up, because I was,
Clear
reading
anything
some
you
of your
want to.
chat.
I'm going to ask right now, please. These people know I don't really watch the chat very often, and so I'm going to ask right now if we can please just be respectful to Andrew. He's shown the bravery to come over here and talk and answer questions. So I just ask that we just treat him.
I kind of had to borrow my wife's laptop. Dude, listen, I make sure my kids and my old lady have the newer day shit. I'm not even joking. I'm running off of a fucking desktop that's running Windows 7 Ultra.
Oh shit. I don't even
And
know
my
about
phone,
Windows, but it sounds old.
oh yeah, dude. But my phone, it's from fucking 26. It's from 2016. It's an oldie, but there's nothing wrong with it, so I haven't found the need to go upgrade it.
No, I understand that. But go ahead.
I'm lucky half the time I go live.
Right. You have the floor, Andrew. You can go ahead and clear up anything you want. But I just didn't want you to go ahead.
I just want I just want to clear something up. A lot of people, when I was talking to my daughter, take it out of context. My daughter's half deaf. She hears whispers. So I'm a loud I'm born loud. I'm a loud person. I got that loud voice, but I have to be louder than that for her to hear me. And I swear like a trucker. I'm sorry, I swear like a trucker. That's the way I've always been since I've learned how to talk. I'm a trucker.
Can you give me some context,
word is fuck
Andrew?
this and fuck that.
I'm not really. I understand you're clearing something up, but I guess I must have missed whatever you're clearing up. What happened?
It was, somebody in the chat said something about the way I talk to my daughter. It's disgusting. Well, I just wanted to clear it up so people understand. It's like I'm not trying to be mean. I'm trying to let her know I'm being heard, because she only hears whispers.
Right. And
she's 8 years old. She's got selective hearing, so she ain't gonna hear shit out of her good ear or her bad ear.
Right.
So and I keep close eyes on her and whatnot because of that.
Right.
And and then a lot of people are like, well, you should be with Hunter, this, that. I'm like, listen, I got 4 other kids that need me too. I got my 8-year-old who's special needs. I got my son who's special needs. And then I got my daughter who's got mental issues due to a situation pertaining with her mother that I'm not getting into.
No, don't.
And then I have my 6-year-old who is just recovering slowly, but is recovering from COVID. Let's just put it wasn't good. Yeah. They still got her. They still got her in the hospital just to make sure.
I'm sorry to hear that, brother.
Well, I mean, I grew up where my sperm donor had 5 kids himself, but chose favorites. And I wasn't going to do that. Hunter is 15. He's old enough to know right from wrong. And he's also old enough to make his own choices to a point.
Correct.
And he knows if I'm getting loud with him, he crossed the line. He shouldn't. And then he'll go, sit down for a minute, take a breather before he does something stupid, come back and apologize, and we talk it out like grown men.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but at that moment, I mean, it's rough. Knowing that all this is going on, knowing that people are saying the shit they're saying about him. Not to mention, my kids watch YouTube, bro. What kid don't?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
And then my 8-year-old comes to me just the other day, say, hey, Dad, I was just scrolling through YouTube. I seen something about my brother. Can I watch it? No. I literally had to turn around and private make a whole new YouTube for kids only.
Yeah.
Because now it's coming across her people that she watches. And I can't let her see that. As I'm out here trying to let the people know what I can tell them, because there's certain things with court that I can't, because court's going on and shit, I can't say. I'm also at home with the struggle of trying to keep the others from seeing what's really going on.
Right.
And
yeah, because
that's just
I
how
mean,
life is.
undoubtedly, any questions that the other children would have would be tough questions to answer. I mean, it just, that's one of those unorganic situations that pops up in, like, I don't think anyone is equipped with those kind of answers. You know what I mean? It's I have a lot of empathy for you in that respect. Definitely, bro. Are you up to answer some questions, or would you rather not?
Yeah, I got time. Nothing but.
Okay. Could
As
you
long as
explain
this
to
computer does not, as long as this laptop doesn't die, I'm good. I don't know what she did with her charger.
Well, I'll just ask you a few, and we'll just monitor and keep going as if you want. Can you tell me how you became privy of Human Aid Solutions?
Human Aid Solutions. I just do, dude. I just look shit up on Google. When I hear about something that I don't know about, I look it up. Like right down in there, I look it up. When
How did you hear about it?
I heard about it. I just was watching random shit on YouTube, and
Yeah.
it come across something I was watching. I was like, well, that's interesting. Let's go look that up, because it's not
Yeah.
something you'd hear every day. And I watch random
Correct.
videos all the time. I mean, when I go to my home screen, they show me random shit. So I just go on, click something random, because none of my people that I watch got anything interesting right now.
Right.
So I just watch random shit up there. I mean, last night I sat there and watched I am a dad mom, but no, I work weekends. Sorry,
I'm a dad mom
asked
too.
if I was a stay-at-home dad mom. No, I work weekends. I work Saturday through Monday now. 12-hour shifts.
Nice. Yeah. Good
I
for
had
you.
to switch up. UPS wasn't paying what I thought they would.
You know what? I think that's always the case. It's kind of like the military. They promise you one thing and give you another.
Oh yeah.
Let me ask you this, man.
Gone up.
Did you ever see the video that Jeremy Dugan did?
No, and by what I'm hearing about it, I don't think I'll too.
We seemed very unhappy, and I had a hard time trying to gather who he was, because he seemingly doxed you, and he talked greasy about Allie too. So
Yeah, but I don't even know this dude, so why is he running his mouth? That's my thing. I mean, yeah, granted, when I first come up here, yeah, I was a new player in the game. And understandable, those who have been in this case longer than I have, yeah, they're gonna want to know what's up. And all the stuff that I have, all my shit, is not because of the symbolism behind it. It's because I really like the picture.
I understand.
And as for that panda thing, dude, I honestly thought it had something to do with no racism, because it's a black and white bear. That's what I honestly thought it meant. And so did my mom. When I told her what it really meant, she's like, "Wait, I thought that stood for no racism." I said, "So did I."
And you know what? I think that we live in America, bro. And if that's what you want that to stand for you and your representation, no one can tell you any differently. I mean, and that's kind of where I stand on that. So
an Amber Alert an Amber Alert. What?
Have you had?
I was reading chat. Somebody said something about an Amber Alert.
Oh, I know. They're just the sheer number of them all week, all month. It's amazing.
Well, I was just looking to see if it maybe came across mine, but I didn't. Summers came across mine.
Did it?
Late, but it came across. It came across just after 2 days later, because that's when
really?
I think it really hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Did you have to pay Mr. Dugan anything to perform that service? Was there a promise of a payment? No.
Nope. He was doing me a solid. Legal documents were there. It's just there was a faulty on Allison's part by not turning the New York State legal documents into her state, or there wouldn't have been no problem. All the legal documentations were there. I even e-signed.
Oh, you
And
e-sign?
and nobody can fake my e-signature because I have it set up to do it a certain way.
Correct. Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people like to go out there and fake signatures and whatnot these days, but I do mine a certain way, and it's very hard to copy.
Yeah. Before Summer went missing, did you have a good relation, an amicable co-parenting situation with Allie?
It was touch and go.
Was it?
Well, yeah, because she would want to me. She would want to sit there if he did something, take away his like Xbox for months on end. It's like
Right.
you can't do that. Take it away for a week or something. You can't do it for months on months. They're not going to learn nothing.
Right. Yeah.
And
I agree. That's you
it
have
was
to
basically just over our differences in parenting. That's all.
So fast forward to the Jeremy Dugan time. I'm assuming and deducing that there must have been a fallout between you and Allie. I mean, is that why you had to enlist an outside agency to get your son? Like, was she just not turning him over to you?
No, it wasn't that. I just didn't tell her anything. It was lack of communication on my end. I didn't tell her what I was doing. The only thought that went through my brain was get my son the fuck out of there. This is going to destroy him.
Yeah.
And that was my only thought, was to get my son the fuck out of there.
Right. Now, when you say that, you don't mean away from the investigation, just away from the toxicity, right?
I got on my old phone. I don't have the same on my other phone, the one I had before I got my 2016. I switched over because my newer phone broke on me, so I went back to my old phone. But I got a picture sent to me of my son's front door randomly and a message request. Like 3 days after I found out what was going on.
Okay.
So that was about 5 days after Summer went missing.
Did you turn it into the TBI by chance?
No, I didn't even bother with it. I deleted the message, and I fucking I figured out how I could do things legally, and I found Baca. They're credible. I did all my homework on them. They're very, very credible. They help out parents in certain and shitty situations that need help, and they offered to help. And I said, well, this is what's going on. And I sent him all the legal documentation, everything. I just wanted him out.
Were you aware that shortly after that situation, Baca published a post on their Facebook claiming to have essentially the key piece of information to bring the Summer Wells situation to a close? They made that they made that post and then very soon after deleted it. Were you aware of that?
No, I wasn't.
No.
Because after everything went through, I was in and out of courtrooms trying to figure out how to get my kid here, just to get him away from not the investigation itself, but to get him away from what was going to happen. And then Allison screwed up and did it and did what I thought was going to happen.
Right. So, would you care to touch on now? I don't want to touch on where he's at or why he's where he's at, but can you explain to me what's led up to the trouble he's currently having? Why, if you can and feel like it, why was he under supervision of the court?
He was under supervision of the court back when the case started. Sorry, I'm still uncomfortable with saying her name too loud.
I understand.
Because he got into a couple physical altercations at school, and he went on probation for it. So he was having troubles at school.
Okay.
At least that's what I was told. And he confirmed that he'd called me up, said, yeah, a couple of kids tried to jump me, so I had to put the boots to him. And he was gloating about it. I said, dude, you can't be doing that.
Right.
There's a time and place. You want to catch them. Don't catch them on school grounds. Catch them on the streets like a real man. Fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I talked to this boy like I talked to anybody else.
Yeah.
because he needs to understand. Because I will make sure all my kids understand. Listen, the world is not nice. Not everybody's going to treat you nice. You got to understand. There's two sides to everything.
Can I ask you another question? It's just questions that let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
In the past, when you've ever had to reprimand your son on the phone, or have a conversation with him that is probably not in the light that he would want it to be, is the yawning a part of his personality when he's so? For instance, I identify it a lot when people don't want to talk on the phone. For instance, they'll say, "Oh yeah, yeah," they'll do stuff like
No,
that.
that's part of his ADHD.
Now, is that symptom that we saw, is that symptomatic of him taking his medicine or not having taken his medicine?
He hasn't. That's his with ADHD. It's hard for the brain to shut down at night, so he stays up. And the yawning is due to him getting his lack of sleep. Hi, Stormy. Nice to see you too. So he decided he was going to be a smartass to take himself off his medication. That helps him sleep and make sure he gets full rest and he's able to sleep.
Yeah.
So, but no, he's back on it now. I made sure of that.
Okay.
But yeah, that's due to him having ADHD and him not sleeping. But when he's with me, he takes his pills when he's supposed to, and I don't have any of those issues.
Right.
Like this kid is like night and day.
His behavior with you as opposed to what it is with his mom, he's kind of two different kids.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. He's like, you would never know with the amount of crap that boy's been in the last couple of years with his mom, you would never know that was the same kid when he's with me, ever.
What do you think what do you think? Why do you think there's such a stark difference in his behavior when he's with his mom?
I don't know. I mean, I keep it 100 with him. I mean, I talk to him like he's a normal human. He does something, he fucks up, and he knows it's legit. He's screwed because he ain't got nothing in his room that's his. It's all mine. And he knows I'll take it right from him. And he loves his video games, watching his YouTube, and, chit-chatting with whatever female on Snapchat, which, of course, I'm not too proud of.
Like boys do, huh?
Oh, yeah, trust me. I had to yell at him a few times. He thought he was going to take the phone to the bathroom with the camera open. And I cut it out the corner of my eye. I said, hell no, boy. You're too young for all that. You ain't going to be like your daddy.
No. That's a good call.
But, I mean, he's a good kid. He just doesn't have the right amount of structure.
Yeah. Can I ask you?
I give that to him. When he's here, dude, I'm telling you, when he's around me, that boy is no, sir, yes, sir, to the point where I got to be like, bro, stop calling me sir.
Yeah.
Like, we ain't in the army, man.
Right. Very respectable.
Yeah. I mean, he helps with the dishes. He helps clean the house. I mean, that boy's I'm telling you, that boy is like an angel, bro. I'm telling you.
Does he smoke weed when he's with Allie?
From what I hear, Allison's called me a few times complaining that he come home smelling like pot from his friends. And I'm like, what do you want me to do? It's like, because at the time I was like, listen, it's damn near illegal up here. I can't really yell at him for it.
Right.
I mean,
does he smoke pot when he comes up there?
No.
Okay.
Nope. I got listen, when I was smoking weed a few years back,
I was going to say, I've not seen you smoke any weed. I
quit a few years back.
Cool.
I have a filing cabinet that I lock up with all my important shit in it. And that's where I used to put all my shit. Like when he wants to come up this summer, and I said, all right, cool. But I'm locking all my vapes up. You ain't touching them.
Allie smokes pot, doesn't she?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
But yet again, I don't really know what she does at the time anyway, other than work.
Yeah. Yeah. Is there a court order between you and her for child support?
Yep.
Is there? Okay.
Yep. I owe, you want in all honesty, I owe about 25,000 on that.
You know what? I mean, I understand life is what it is. You know, I had a situation in
Oh,
my
no,
life.
no, no. That wasn't that was by choice. That wasn't because I couldn't afford. No, that was by choice. Because when he was about 7 years young, she took off to Tennessee without New York State and my permission.
Oh.
So I tried to track her down. Everything I tried failed. Like horribly failed. So I sat there and I waited. I just was sitting there biding my time. And then I got a piece of mail came at me in 2018 for child support. And it just so happened to have her address on it. I went straight the day I had to go in for court. I filed paperwork and I turned her in for parental kidnapping. But at the end, when it came down to the final decision, the only thing that went through my head is every child deserves their mom and their dad. Because if I was to go through with it, she would have done years in every state back to back.
Yeah. I mean,
because it was legal. The judge legally proved that it was parental kidnapping.
Wow.
So I thought, well, you know what? He's good. The schools down there are better than up here. Let him stay down there, you know? And I'll take him for Tennessee summers and what winter vacations I can get. Come on, Stormy. You got to go, baby girl. So that's how that goes, man. I mean, it's hard. There's a fetch order. I pick him up from down there. She picks him up from up here.
I see.
So,
I see. I mean, that's fair enough. It's the same distance from Tennessee to New York as it is from New York to Tennessee. So
12 and a half hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
But listen, we did that in 23 hours and 10 minutes.
The turnaround?
All the way down and back in 23 hours and 10 minutes.
Damn. That's impressive. That's impressive.
It's hard, but when you got good vehicles, it's good, but sometimes it's hard.
Yeah. I have a question. Someone asked, did they try to kidnap H from the Leslie woman's house, or was that a lie?
I don't know who Leslie is, but nobody's tried to kidnap my kid.
Yeah. So
I mean, he would have been afraid as soon as he was. If somebody tried to kidnap my kid, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
that boy is a scrapper. I can give him that. He knows how to throw his hands.
He doesn't look like you're not gonna kidnap that boy unless he wants to.
Oh yeah, that's 100 on that. That boy's smarter than he looks.
Oh yeah, most of them are. Do you know much about Allie's mom over the years, Sherry?
I don't like her. Never have. She got a big mouth and doesn't know when to shut it.
Yeah.
She likes to run her mouth a lot. But I also know she's got some buried secrets down there in Tennessee too.
Like what?
I believe that if I remember right, there was a test case on her ass.
Yeah.
You know, she's got that. And
was that the one with the 3 counts of child endangerment over the age of 8?
I think it was, yeah, because she had at the time she had custody of Allie's sister's kids.
What's her name? No, never mind. We'll talk.
I couldn't even tell you if I wanted to, but she's been out of the picture forever.
So what happened in the situation? Do you know?
No, I just called when I heard about it. I called her. I called Allison just to make sure it had nothing to do with my kid.
Yeah.
I mean, when she said it had something to do with her sister's kids, I was like, all right, cool. Then that's not my problem, not my business. I try to keep shit on a low stress angle. Because I have depression with anxiety. So yeah, it's never a good thing. No, and that whole first week I was out here on YouTube,
A lot of
What's
stress.
this? I
It is, man.
Oh no, I went through a fucking I went through a month's supply of my pills.
And I'm sure, you know what? I'm sure that I helped in some of that. And you know what?
Oh
Unfortunately,
no,
there's
no. See, that's the thing about it though. What you helped with is what I'm over here on your channel, dude. I'm sitting here just enjoying it. Like
yeah.
even when
I
I'm
mean,
not
it's
typing on in chat, I'm just sitting here enjoying it. And then after like 20 minutes, it's like looking at us. Oh my fucking god, dude, he's gonna make me say this all day long.
well,
What
you know,
happened?
that's
Sure as
those
shit.
are for the, those are for the different videos. When I'm doing the reaction videos, like it's all about making it pop with the flair. But you know, this is
Oh yeah, I mean, dude, I'm not gonna front. Your videos are good.
Thank
Your
you.
videos are real good. But like I said, like I've been trying to tell other people that have, I don't know if it's the real Don or what's all going on, but you know, like I was on Prayer Garden, I think it was last week or something, I don't remember. And somebody with Don's name popped up talking shit about Hunter, and it's like, dude, if Hunter really did something, I will stand next to you and I will hold that boy right there and let you whoop his ass and then call the fuck cops on the kid myself.
I believe you would.
That type of shit you can't be doing.
No, you're right. You're right. You're right. And you know what? I want to tell you right now, man. I appreciate your blunt honesty. Like you know what I mean? Like I can say that. Like you've been bluntly honest with me. Let me ask you a question. Has Allie had a track record of having CPS in her life in concern to her kids?
I've had, how many letters have I gotten? I've had
because when she has a case, they've got to contact you. So you still get the correspondence about her.
Yeah,
cases,
I
right?
I'll get a letter in the mail saying that I was named as a father of a child involved in a case for such and such. There was quite a few in the beginning because yeah, her house was never as clean as it is now. So I'm glad she actually straightened that up. And after that, it was like it dulled off for a little while. So I don't know what happened in the time that she was in Tennessee. Before I was able to track her ass down. Because I was told she was in California, she was over there in Texas, she was all over the place from what I was told. And then come to find out she was sitting right there in Kingsport, right in Tennessee, so the whole fucking time. And it's like, no, don't you chew on these headphones.
That must have been strange. That must have been a strange scenario trying to track down your kid and thinking that he's in all these different places, you know, and actually he's.
I drank it away.
Yeah.
I drank a lot. Snorted pills, coke, Molly, just to fucking forget.
Yeah.
I was, and the fucked up part about it is I missed them. I missed her leaving the house she was in out here to go to disappear for all that time by 10 fucking minutes. Her downstairs neighbor come out, her old one come out and told me you just missed them by 10 minutes. They left with a U-Haul and all of them left. There's nothing left upstairs.
I'm sure you probably played yourself too, right? I mean,
oh yeah, because dude, I was young, dumb. I didn't want to grow up. As you can tell by my track record.
I mean, I have a track record too, you know, so I who am I?
And I keep telling everybody, you guys are looking at that one. I mean, you do realize there was another one after that, and there was another one before that, right?
Yeah.
It's like you're gonna do your homework on somebody, do it right.
Right. No, I agree.
But but listen, it's like people, and it's like I'm not blaming people for doing the research that they could find. That's cool. Right. You want to look up a new player? I mean, all power to you. That's what you're supposed to do. But in all honesty, I'm not really a new player. I've been around from day one. I just stepped back.
Right.
Because when the Ellie and TBI released my son, in my heart and in my mind, it's like, all right, he's good.
Right.
Even though I know for a definitive fact, until they release the official statements, ain't nobody clear. But to me, who's been in front of investigators, been interrogated, you walk out that door, bro, you good.
Would you advise your son to take a polygraph if they wanted one?
I would tell him that, dude, it'd be the right thing to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but he's still stuck for a little while.
Right.
So But he's not in a mental institution. He's not in juvie. He's not in jail.
Right. He's
Right
in a
now, he's
therapeutic
just
community.
yeah. He's right now. He's just off the grid for right now because his
That's good.
mental state is more important to me than most.
Do you know
And
if TBI
but
or Hawkins County have been to his community where he's at to question him?
no, they have not.
They have not.
Nope. But the boy did get in trouble though.
Did he?
Well, he was there. He caught another
something-
assault. He caught another assault charge. Oh wait, another child was talking about how he daydreams about touching kids, and my son laced him.
As I probably would too.
Yeah, well, I kept telling him you really can't be lacing up kids just because they're weirdos. He's in the same place you are trying to get fixed, so
That's right.
you can't be doing that. You're only going to cause more issues on me and your mom. And at the end
Oh,
of the
I
damn
see.
day, dude,
It happened inside the facility.
yeah.
Well, then that'll be different. It won't be necessarily the real world. You know what I'm
In
saying?
all
Like,
honesty, he was in foster care.
I mean, you know what? The state labels it in ways. I mean, it actually is one thing, but it's labeled another way. And I know what you're saying. He wasn't actually in foster care, but that's what it's labeled as.
Yeah. But
yeah.
I mean, right now he's sitting there waiting for court. He's away from the grandmother, which I'm very happy for.
Is there a confliction in that relationship that might have you worried about something?
The grandmother controls everything. The great grandmother, not Sherry, but the great grandmother.
Correct.
She tries to control every little damn thing. And
even Allie's children?
Yeah. She tried to come when we had court down here. She tried to get into the courtroom with us, and I looked right at the judge and I said, I don't want her in here. She has no rights to be in here. She's just a great grandmother. She has nothing to do with this case. She needs to get out of the courtroom, or I want an adjournment. And the judge says, well, he has a point. You need to go.
Does she finance some of the, like, does she help pay money to make some of these things happen for Allie or not?
No. She just wants to control every situation that goes on. Hunter, but you got to realize Hunter is the very first boy in 4.
Really?
Yeah. So he's kind of screwed.
So he in terms of being screwed, you mean he doesn't necessarily get the favor that you would think the only boy would get, or he gets spoiled?
He doesn't get spoiled. It's more like you're the only boy, so you got to basically do this, and this. I mean, he's basically the grandmother talks down to him. And there was a lot of times that in the last couple of years, he got in trouble because he gave it right back to her.
Right. Right.
And I don't blame him. I mean, the way she talks to him, I would want to smack her up.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a young boy. Let him be a boy. Stop treating him like he's a fucking piece of shit because he's a boy.
Has there ever been any physical issues between Hunter and Allie?
No.
No.
I mean, he would scream and yell at his mom, but that's typical teenage shit.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I'd yell at him for that. I mean, I'd yell at him about it. Be like, listen, you can't be yelling at your mom like that. You only got one mom, dude.
Right.
Stepmoms come and go, but your mom is your mom.
Right. I agree. Had she ever called you? Allie ever called you and just said, "Oh, this kid, you know, I can't do anything with him. You got to come and get him."
No, never.
No. Okay.
That's the last thing Allison wants is for him to be with me.
I see.
Because she doesn't like the fact of how he behaves with me and not with her.
And that's kind of ass backwards, right? Like she doesn't like him to be with you because he's more behaved.
That, and the factor is that like I said, that's the only boy in the family for 4 generations. So it's weird. Yeah. But I don't really talk down about Allie because her and I have a same disposition about being friends.
Right. No, I understand.
But I mean,
I
she
understand.
does her best. I mean, with the kids, she does her best. But Hunter just is Hunter. He's a typical teenage boy. Her oldest is a typical teenage girl. They're out doing whatever with their friends. And I think sometimes she forgets that they're teenagers and not babies.
Right. Right. Do you have any idea? Do you have any idea what his interests are outside of social media and, you know, the things that that we can outwardly see as, you know, sort of an audience watching? Can you give me any insight on his interests, sports, you know, whatever?
Well, he likes to he likes to play basketball. And he likes to net fish. I mean, he's a pretty decent kid. I mean, after I taught him how to net fish, he fell right in love with it. Because I mean, a child that you know, well, how old was he at the time? Jesus, 12. A child at 12 years old not knowing how to net fish is kind of pissing me off. Listen, I grew up net fishing, line fishing, regular fishing. I grew up doing all that. Then to find out my kid doesn't know how to do any of that, it's like, come on now. Now we got to go have some fun. I mean, he didn't even know how to ride a four-wheeler or even start one until 2018.
Oh, wow. Yeah, those are sort of the things you're going to learn when you, you know, do the stuff with Dad in the summer.
Oh yeah,
I had the same sort of. Yeah, I had the same sort of experience with my dad. He lived in rural Michigan, and you know, different times, you know, we learned to do the outdoors stuff, and you know, just all the same things you're talking about, and it's kind of what makes a boy a man. Let me ask you.
I even taught him how to build a fire. I taught him how to make a lean-to in case he ever gets you know, gets stuck somewhere and he needs warmth or shelter for a night. Basic survival stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And there it is.
What happened?
Somebody in your chat finally realized where that song came from.
Oh,
For the one I use in the beginning and ending of my live stream. Somebody finally figured out where it came from. No justice, no peace. Figured it out.
So has it ever been openly discussed? You know, I'm sure that H is no different than any other boy his age. Has he ever talked about wanting to come and live with Dad?
Yeah.
Has he?
It's just the court. It's the courts. It's not him. It's the courts.
So,
and
Allie fights that, or
yeah, he gets around by the time court comes around, he's already back with his mom.
And they worked it out.
No. And I believe the great grandmother sinks her bullshit into his head and pushes it to where he stays with them.
I see.
I told you the great grandmother has a lot of influence over that whole house, even though she don't live with them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of odd.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said, listen, my family's tight knit. We got each other's back, but that's a bit much.
Yeah, it you know, you could start to lean on codependent. You know, I mean, it just is it's a very strange dynamic when you know, I mean, I know your court. I know when your court order visitation starts and ends, and so I do find.
But listen, it does not define when I have to pick him up. It says I can pick him up at by the first Sunday of his release.
Right.
It does not say I have to pick him up right then and there.
Correct.
So anytime between that start date and the 1st of August, I can pick him up.
Right. Or was 1 week before school re-enrolls.
That's the first week. That's the 1st of August because he goes back on the 6th.
Yes, that's the only limit. I mean, that's the only set date.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, given that this went down during my visitation time, and I got that picture, my only thought was get my son the fuck out. Not away
Right.
from the police or nothing, but get him away from the hailstorm that's coming.
Yeah.
Because by this point, his job that he had already put him on indefinite leave without pay.
I
And
see.
that was the boy's first job. That's the only reason why I didn't go down and get him, is because that's his first job. And that means a lot to a grown kid.
Absolutely.
And this whole mess fucked that one thing up for him. His girl ain't even riding with him no more.
Really?
Because of all these people coming out saying that Hunter killed her and this, that, and everything else.
So Hunter had he had this girlfriend at the time that Summer went missing.
Yeah.
So I guess
he's been dating her for shit. What? How long was it? It was, I think he got with her at the end of February.
So that would pretty much completely dispel any sort of weird rumor about Candace and H having any sort of relationship, right?
I wouldn't dispel any of that. It don't smell right. It don't look right.
Yeah.
But yet again, I'm doing what I listen. I sat there and preached. Now, don't judge my pictures by the way they look.
Sure.
And I'm sitting there doing the same damn thing.
And
the pictures don't look right. They don't sing a good picture at all. But it could be something else.
I mean,
and as for the text messages and shit, bro, those don't. What grown person would say that kind of shit to a kid? I don't care if you're friends with them or not. Nah, that's fucked up.
I haven't seen the text messages to say, so I couldn't even comment on that. But
it was actually it was a Facebook comment. Sorry.
Okay. So I know what was allegedly said about Don and Jose's interaction, and knowing that allegedness of that situation, do you think that Don would have a carnal knowledge of their alleged relationship and not get involved and just let that go?
I'm not sure. I mean, I've been hearing lately a lot about secret cameras in the house that they have on each other and everything else. That could be something new now. I mean, that's the first I'm hearing about it. But I'm not. I mean, I think it's weird that it was just her, Summer, and Hunter at the water hole. Like, why are you just gonna take my kid and why are you supplying him alcohol? Like, the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, the proof is right there in your lovely TikTok. And this hands thing, this gang shit, is he wasn't doing this shit fucking before they met with before Allison and Candace became friends. He wasn't doing none of this gang shit.
Well,
the only thing he was running around singing was "Wicked Clown Love" for ICP. That was it. That was the only thing he was singing.
So that segues back to you and your buddies with the hand gestures. That's Wicked Clown, right? ICP.
Yep.
And so you just stated that Hunter would run around saying the same thing, correct?
Yeah.
Does Hunter
because I listen to ICP. I like their music, and they have a giant fan base. And Hunter likes their music, so I was like, bro, Wicked Clown Love all the way, bro.
Fair enough. So
it's just because we like a set of goth rock, and it has a giant fan base.
No, I understand. I'm spent a lot of time in Detroit growing up, so I'm clearly aware of the Eshams and the ICPs and all of that. But so I guess my point is that Hunter has picked up some of your interests. Unarguably by you. Does Hunter have any interest in the occult like you?
No. See, the thing about that is that was something I used to play with when I was younger. I never did the whole sacrifice shit, none of that. It was just something I got a part of when I was younger. Because I was in a dark area, and I sat there and I went straight up and said, fuck it. And I got involved with black magic type shit, the occult. And then it was like, you know what? As I got a bit older, and started to straighten out, I say about 20, 25-ish, I was like, you know what? I'm just done with all this. It's like, this is all kiddie shit to me. I'm just done with it. I don't want to be a part of it. I'm just going to go live life. Took me a little while to get clean off of the drugs I was on and slow down on my drinking. So, I mean, but outside of that, I mean, I just stopped. I went to the typical parties, whole night up in the woods, everything, and then it was like that was about it. Outside of what all the rest of the guys did, that's on them. I didn't be no part of it. I was that guy that showed up with the tunes.
Yeah. So it wouldn't be fair to say that the symbolism, the occultism symbolism that we still see sometimes on your channel, that doesn't represent any active present belief. Is that correct?
No.
Okay.
No, I like the colors, or I like the way it looks, or it's just plain up design. And not to mention, like I said, that's a part of my past, and the way I look at it is your past makes who you are. Sure. We all make our mistakes. Some people go to a darker place than most.
Sure. So he never exhibited any interest in the occultism?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Did Allie ever represent or exhibit an interest in the occultism?
No, not that I know of. I mean, she always just stayed home and took care of the kids. Not so much the house, but the kids.
Does Jose?
She was more of a hoarder back. She was a hoarder back when I knew her.
Was she? Does Jose exhibit any interest in the occultism?
No, Jose was a humble man. Is a humble man.
Yeah.
I say was only because I ain't seen him in a while.
No, I understand. I don't.
But no, he's a very humble man. He had his shortcomings. I mean, he went through a lot of shit with his ex-wife, and some of that shit would honestly, I'm surprised he didn't, hang it up, in lack of better words. I mean, instead he picked up on his drinking a little bit and just separated and just went off and lived his life. Then he moved in with my other brother. That's when I met him, and he seemed like a good dude, just really depressed.
Yeah.
Until he basically met this girl. And then they started talking on they swapped numbers and shit, and then it brightened him up, and he went with us down to Tennessee. He chose to stay. He took a leap and just kept jumping. One hurdle after another. And he just kept going.
Still with the girl that he met the whole time while he was traveling?
As far as I know, they got into an argument about him staying at Candace's house.
Okay.
And they broke up for that little bit he was there.
I see.
And then he went to Alaska. And then then Don and him got into a fight. Don went to jail. Jose wound up in Alaska. And from what my brother told me, he wound up in the Philippines. And he's having issues getting of Jose now. Only because Jose is, like I said, he doesn't got good service or net where he is living.
Yeah.
He chose to live out in the sticks. So he basically cut just about everybody off and decided to move forward in life. His exact last words were that I talked to him. His last words to me were, "You got one life to live. I'm getting too old. Love you, bud. Stay strong. I'll make sure you know I'm still breathing." And that's exactly what I get is from my other brother. Is he lets me know Jose's breathing. That's why I can definitively say he's breathing. I don't have definitive proof because it's through phone calls and whatnot. But what is
through a kite? He's okay.
That noise on your live stream. Which live stream are we talking?
What is the noise?
I got plenty of live streams. You got to specify which one. I got plenty of shit going on. It's probably my heater.
Yeah, and I use a heater too, so it could be mine. When I'm in the garage, I use a heater. So,
I was gonna say, bud, I seen your floor. It looks like you're dragging in the goddamn trees with you. I was like, what the hell? That's his living room? Like, wait.
How is?
I mean, right now where I'm sitting,
Yeah.
is Hunter's going to be Hunter's area, but I'm
Uh-oh.
using it as my office for right now because I'm still waiting on the courts to give me a come get him, or you're going to have to wait till proper visitation time.
Do you think that when he gets released, he'll come there? You want him to?
I'm hoping. No, crime and conspiracy. Ericon is not the brother I speak of. I have more than one brother. Sorry, I was reading some of the chat. They asked if it was the same brother that's always in my live stream. No.
You're cool. I want to step back and talk about essentially the parental kidnapping.
Listen, that's a very hard thing to prove. Very hard.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But
I want to ask you,
given the legal documents that you have to take a child out of state, you have to have, if there's some form of patient or custody, like joint custody wise, for the parent who has the physical or the child in general to leave a state with the child, they have to have it signed in court by the parent and the judge stating it's okay for them to leave. It can't be taken down to the bank, get notarized. It has to go through the court system.
Right.
And that's how that's when the judge looked back in his computer and said, yeah, this is legally parental kidnapping, and I can get you for every state you crossed. So and it's 1 to 3 for each state.
Were you trying to prosecute? I mean, were you actively
in the beginning? Yes.
Yeah.
In the beginning, most definitely. I was that salty, dude. I was that salty because it would have been 1 to 3 on top of how many ever states, but it's back to back to back, not concurrent. Federal. It's just straight back to back.
Yeah, federal too. I mean, so
it could have been, yeah, because it would have been I think the first one in Fulton County in a very, very long time.
Yeah.
I just can't remember the exact words the judge used. It's been a few years.
Let me ask you this. When Baca and Human Aid Solutions came to get Hunter from the house, why do you think he didn't come outside? What have you been told?
I think it was mostly because of the grandmother, the great grandmother. Because the boy already knew they were coming. I told the boy they're coming. I gave him the heads up. And I told him to shut your mouth and get in the car.
Okay.
And that caused a whole World War IX.
So was it your choice to involve Baca, or was that Human Aid Solution decision?
That was I found Baca through Human Aid Solutions because I looked it up and I was trying to find legal ways because I can't legally drive because child support, but and at the time I didn't have the funds to get down there to get them. So I was trying to figure it out how the hell to do it. So I was looking up random shit in a frantic, and I came across that, and I seen that they were that Baca was part of it. So I was like, all right. So I did my homework on them, and then I finally got a damn number, and I reached out, and I was like, hey, possibility? I know what you guys do. What they do is good, but can you all just help me out with this, with something here? And I explained the situation and what was going on, and then I had to find my court paperwork because I put that up. Bad idea. And then I emailed all that to them, and they went through it, and they go, well, it's all legal. I don't see why she's not going to hand them over. And then World War 50 started.
Yeah. Hey, Andrew, I think someone's saying in my chat that your kids are streaming your channel on your channel or something.
No, I think it's my brother.
Oh, okay.
Eric, I have Ericon keeping eyes on my channel here and there because I have, like I say, I got a day-to-day life I got to do. I can't always sit up there, do comment, post, read people's comments and shit. I mean, yesterday, I was out. I never got done running around for my uncle, my brother-in-law, and my mother-in-law until fucking almost 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
And I started at 8:30 in the morning.
No, I understand. Oh, Well,
But- I mean, I'm not a bad dude. I mean, a lot of people look at my, like I said, took my pictures and was like, well, that's a Satanist. Well, okay, you guys want to call me that? Fine, whatever. I'm going to run with it. That's your guys' description. But a lot of people, when I'm actually able to sneak out my wife's laptop and I'm able to get up on panel with them, it's like they understand that that's just how people made me out to be, and I'm just running with it.
I understand.
It's like that. If that's the way you guys want to look at me, all right, cool. I'm not going to deny you your opinion. Everybody's got one.
Right. Absolutely. Let me ask you this. Have you seen Hunter in many situations where he is the oldest kid, like where he's around younger kids?
Yes. He's the oldest on my side.
Correct. Okay. Has he ever shown a proclivity to bully his own brothers and sisters?
No.
Okay.
I mean, they're typical siblings are getting a typical tiff here and there, but I mean, he's not prone to bullying because he knows his brother, his only brother, is special needs. So
I see. I guess you know what I really appreciate you coming over here. You know, and I think that's pretty much the basis of what I was going to ask you about. I guess I kind of have a follow up, kind of a closing question. In your opinion, what do you think about the interaction between the interview room and your son? The interview.
if I sat there, I watched some of it. I didn't watch the whole uncut version. Sorry, there's something about seeing Allison's stomach just flopping out in the wind that turned my stomach.
I understand.
But no, I seen that he was extremely exhausted, and he hasn't been. And that right there, I knew for a fact he wasn't taking his pills. And the grandmother, if you pay attention to her facial, the great grandmother, you pay attention to her facial features. Every time Hunter talks, you can see the looks that she gives him.
Okay.
They're like, you better not say anything that's going to incriminate, da da da.
Okay.
And the Jose I know, just to clear up in your chat, is not a sex
When you
offender.
say she didn't want him to say anything that might incriminate, is that alluding to the fact that she thinks he may know something that would incriminate?
No, I think that what it is that she didn't want all the spotlight on the family because the family has typical family troubles.
Right.
And that's not her problem. She shouldn't have even been involved to begin with.
Right.
But she had to stick her big ass nose in something she don't belong in. And I'll tell her that straight to her face. And I'll tell her, listen, Grams, this is how it is. Keep your big ass nose out of the shit you don't belong in.
Right.
She's basically what she is she's basically, like I said, trying to control every little aspect of everything.
Right.
And it's even to the point where courts won't even let her in no more because they see it for themselves.
Good. I mean, in terms of affecting any sort of change between you and your situation, like she has little or no power in that.
No.
I had another question that was you don't know definitively what the CPS cases with the other three kids are. Did you say definitively what it was, or that you didn't know?
Not that I don't know exactly the specifics of it, but I know that there was a case on it. I also do know that there is some cases on Candace for the pictures and the comments in Hunter's Facebook.
Okay.
But no, like I was saying, I did an interview with Prayer Garden, and somebody went up under Don's name and accused my son of murdering this little lady. And like I said before, I'll be the first one to go down there. I'll make that 12.5 hour trip in under 3. I may not be legal to drive, but listen,
But you can make
I
it
will
happen.
get there. Oh yeah, because I don't put up with that. And I keep telling them, every time you do something stupid, dude, you've got to pay for it, man.
Absolutely.
Whether it be money or time out of your life, you have to pay for your stupidity.
Yeah.
I mean, I have. And that's why I keep telling them, stop doing dumb shit.
You got to. There's no longevity in it. He's far too young to already be, locked away and stuff like that. And so it's just, it's time to shape up or ship out. I had another one.
Oh my Lord.
What is it?
I gotta tell you there, Benny, I love my brother.
What did he do?
Oh, it's not what he did, it's what he's doing.
Oh, what is he doing?
He's up on my channel live right now.
Oh, is he streaming us?
Nah, he's just streaming.
Okay.
He's got his camera blurred, and he's just screaming. He's streaming random noises right now.
Oh, that's cool.
Listen, I got to give him his props. He's good. A bit out there in the head, but he's good.
Well, hell, we're all a little bit out there in the head.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Do you know why? I don't know. I want to construct the question appropriately. So there's some talk, or I heard chatter that you had told Hunter to just say whatever on the interview room questioning. Is that true or no?
What I told Hunter was, this was before I even knew they were doing the interview room. I said, anybody questions about it, if you're not ready to talk about it, just say whatever.
Okay.
Because you got to understand, at the time Little Miss went MIA, his sister, baby sister, was 5 years old. And he would talk to her on the phone when she comes over. They'd talk on the phone. They'd have that type of relationship, because sometimes getting them to meet up at the right times is crazy.
Sure.
She goes to like summer camps and whatnot, so it's difficult for that. But I mean, they have a good brother sister relationship. So for what it can be anyway, and that's why I keep telling everybody, it hit Hunter hard when she went MIA. The fuck?
Yeah.
Yep, that's Evan talking to the dogs. Sorry, I thought I shut it off. But no, like I was saying, it hit him hard because he looked at Little Miss like that was his sister, and I didn't see anything wrong with it because he has a sister the same damn age.
Right.
It's just she's a year older because she's 6 now.
Yeah.
And it hit home for him, and I knew just by to him normally, like I am with you, and just about random, it's going to time.
Right.
And everybody, I mean, not everybody's liking my decision about not pushing him to talk about it, but I can't do that because right now we're working on his mental, and that could set him back.
Yeah. First things first is protecting, his, self-preserving and preserving his childhood, and that's the thing.
Well, that was one of the reasons why I wanted him to come up here when it first hit.
Yeah, preserve
because all the shade that's getting thrown out there and has been getting thrown out there for the last 8 months, that right there is already going to screw them for the rest of his life. As long as he's in that town, it's going to screw him.
Yeah. So just
no matter if LE comes out and says for a definitive fact that boy had nothing to do with it at all, it's damage is already done.
So, I mean, just to clarify, you did not tell Hunter to say whatever to the interview room, or you did?
I told him if he wasn't ready to talk about it, then say what you have to say.
Gotcha.
And there was a few points I seen that he was making it up as he goes along.
Okay.
That's obvious. You can see when that boy's lying. He's got an obvious tell.
When was that?
Don't have to
What,
bring him to a poker
what
game.
points would it have been?
I can't really remember. It's been a while since I've seen that video, but I know there was a few points in there he was making it up as he goes.
Okay.
And the grandmother would, when he talked, I knew that it was something that he wasn't, you know, that he was making it up just by some of the grandmother's fucking facial features.
Okay.
Because when he went to go speak something, when he was asked, because he knows if you're asked a question, you speak honest and true. To a point to where you're comfortable with. If you're not comfortable with it, speak as much as you can. As you can see, that's how much I can do, is speak as much as I can.
Right.
And with the grandmother, with him speaking on what he could speak of at the time, you could see the evil looks in her eyes towards him.
Would it be fair to say that if he didn't feel comfortable and he had the prior directive to just say whatever, would it have been accepted? So when you say made it up as he goes, could we also say, instead of making it up as he goes, would it be fair to say that he was deceitful?
Yeah, more or less. But what I was mostly have been and was at the time, the only thing going through my head is make sure he's good.
Right.
And to be all honest with you, I think that he was forced into that interview by the great grandmother.
There's been some talk that there was some monetary compensation. Had you heard that they had been paid anything for that?
No, but I'm sure the hell gonna find out.
Yeah, I think you can find out. I know that throughout the course, she's been paid for different appearances, but
wow, that's nice. Nice
You
to know
know-
when I asked her kindly to stay the fuck off of YouTube and
Yeah.
away from people.
Right. Let me ask you this, Andrew, or let me rather make a statement. You clearly know, and I think most everyone knows, my positioning with the Wells, right? And I think that it would be very helpful if you could help us identify what portions of Hunter's interview with the interview room were deceitful.
Basically what I could tell you is look at the great grandmother's features. You will see right there when they change between, grilling them or, the slightest little eye twitch, because she's not known for any of that. She's usually a straight-faced person with no tell at all.
Okay.
But in that interview, she gives herself away too much.
So when you said earlier, just a little bit ago, you said that you could tell when he was making it up because his tone would change.
Yeah, his tone would change, and he uses the word way too much.
Okay. Now, when his tone changes, let me step back. Had he told you the story from A to Z before he went on the interview room?
Nope, didn't tell me anything about it.
Okay. So
I didn't push him. I didn't push to ask. I only asked him about simple things.
So you didn't have a baseline to reference what he told you based upon what he told the interview room. You just only knew he was being deceitful in certain aspects by his tone and by great grandma.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because like I said, the great grandmother always loves to control everything.
Correct.
And Hunter always has a tell because he either uses the word way too much in one sentence, or his tone will peak up just a little bit.
Right. So
that's something you really got to look for, though. Watching that video, you can watch it 100 times, you'll never notice it.
Right.
Unless you know what you're looking for.
And I think that'll be one of the next exercises we do here is that we will take that interview and we'll probably have to do it on Penny's channel because she has a communication with Chris. But what I'd like to do is look at that video again, the interview, but don't look at Hunter or CM. zoom in only on the faces of the women as he's, you know, relaying his information.
Well, and I was reading some of the comments. I don't think we said. Hang on one second.
We don't
Uh,
even know great grandma, and it was very easy to see her glaring and eye movements as H spoke.
Yup. I wasn't the only one that caught that.
Yeah, and you know
do
what? Chasing Truth is. I know you know who she is. She's the godmother of all this stuff. She, if you're not subscribed to Chasing Truth, I know everyone in here is. But if you're not,
Oh, I think I already got her on lock, bud.
okay, yeah.
But no, Sweet Tea posted up. Do you think he told the truth about running after Summer? I don't know where that came into play. That where he ran after her. I mean, I only, like I said, I watched very little of that interview because I was disgusted and pissed off all at once.
Right.
And no, I would never tell Hunter to lie to the cops. Just for the answer, stay strong. I would never tell my son to lie to the cops, especially with a little Miss MIA. Never.
Yeah.
That I think is bullshit. I mean, I wouldn't listen. I would not expect him to lie at all. I mean, if you had something to do with it, boy, you had something to do with it. Be honest about it, and that's what I try to install in all my kids' heads.
And so you definitely, and I don't want to put words in your mouth. So do you definitely get the feeling, because I've heard you speak about the situation with what I would deem uncertainty. Like you're being honest that you don't know if he was involved or not, right?
No, I really don't.
Okay.
But in all honesty,
has there been anything that has led you to believe this is something Hunter might be involved in?
no, not a
Okay.
thing.
Okay.
The only uncertainty about it is the reason why I'm completely on the fence with it, even though against my better judgment, knowing that boy does it to me and hasn't acted out toward the anger like that towards his own siblings, is the whole shit with the Facebook comments and pictures with Candace and, you know, fucking him acting like a douche tool with his friends. It's just like, dude, it's just like, okay, now I'm confused as shit. What the fuck? Like, I'm out here. I was in the beginning, I was out there, not on YouTube, but in Facebook groups. And I was out there in the beginning, like, oh, listen, can we just use, you know, his first initial, not his name? I don't want his life to get ruined. And,
Right.
you know, this was before, you know, he did his thing with the LE and the TBI. And I don't know if his mom was there. I don't know if he had a lawyer. I'm not sure. All I know is, as far as I know, he went in by himself. That's as much as I know.
Right.
And he come out, so that was a relief to me. So I stepped back from the whole case and just let it ride.
Right. You know, and I want to, you know, and I hate to interrupt you, but I do want to interject and say, man, I appreciate your raw honesty, you know, because I think that there's a lot of parents that would try to stand in the gap, you know, illegitimately and say, yo, no, my child has nothing to do with this. So for you to even come here and say, I can't say, I appreciate that honesty, man. Because it's,
well, the thing about that is that the only thing that I can say is I'm sitting here with my hand on my ass, hoping that, hi, mama, hoping she is a beautiful young lady.
She is. Thank you, sir.
Not a problem. Listen, I'm a mama's boy through and through, my friend.
Man, I'm telling you, when it goes sour with the wife, I go right back to the mom.
Yes, sir. Listen, you don't know how many nights with my wife I said, screw you, I'm walking to my mom's, I'm sleeping on her couch. I ain't sleeping on my own.
Peace out.
Yup, I'd walk my happy ass up to my mama's. My mom would look at me and be like, ain't you got your own couch? Yeah, but yours is comfortable, Ma.
I want to ask you something, Andrew. If you'd be interested, like I said, one of my really good friends has a line of communication with the interview room guy, and I would like to extend an offer to you to go over his interview with us if you care to do so.
I don't see why not. I mean, I just have to make sure my schedule is clear because you got to remember, I got a whole bunch of shit to do.
Well, no, I appreciate this time that you're giving me this morning, bro.
Listen,
you know,
my people, listen, my subscribers, listen, they understand. I got a whole life. In all honesty, I am thankful for a bit of a breather right now, as hard as this case is. But we just lost one of our fur babies last night, so found her this morning.
Oh man,
I'm so sorry.
Well, she was our third baby that was pregnant, and it was her fourth litter. It just took it out of her. But our second kitty, took in her 3 babies that she had,
Aw.
and what our fur baby did that passed away was this is the second litter she had with us. We still have one of her babies from her first litter. She used what strength she had left to curl up with her baby that from the first litter.
wow.
And she went right throughout, and with my daughter. So she passed away with her 2 favorite people, her first baby and my daughter. And my daughter asked about where she was this morning because she woke up through the night seeing that the fur baby was laying next to her and the other one. And I said, honey, she passed. I have to go, up to great grandma's and dig a hole for her. So I've been procrastinating on that because it's, just little old me doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I man, that's a hard situation to go through. It really is, and I'll keep your daughter in my prayers today, man. That's
as for getting them fixed, listen. It's not as easy as it looks, but up here it's like $400 to get them fixed, and I have way too many to get them done.
Are you tied up this evening?
What is today? Yes, I'm going to my mother-in-law's for family dinner.
Okay.
It's mostly mornings while my daughter's at school.
Gotcha.
Because like I said, I'm trying to keep it to where she's not around the situation.
Right.
I mean, the 1 week I couldn't help it because the wife and I did wind up with testing positive for COVID and we did get sick. Right. I just bury it better because I'm dad. I have to take care of our child while mom's laid up.
It's what we do, right?
Oh yeah, it's not easy.
Well, how about tomorrow morning? Would you be up for that?
Yeah, I can do that. I mean, my little one goes to school it has to be there by 9, and I have my housework usually done by 9:30,
So that would be 8:30 my time. So how about we shoot for 10 o'clock? Would that be all right?
That works.
Okay, cool. What I'll do, do you have your email on your where I can get it off of your channel?
I'm not sure actually. Let me check this sheet.
Or actually, you could just give it. Hold on, let me get the other phone. If you want to give me your email real quick. I can send you a tester. That way, we have a line of communication between us.
In all honesty, I thought I did put it up there.
What is it?
I said, in all honesty, I thought I put it up there.
Oh,
hang on. It's supposed to be up there. No, I did not put. Hang on, let me fix that. I'll go in and fix that now anyway. I got to.
So you're gonna put it on your channel?
Yeah, I gotta put it in there. I thought I did already.
Well, I can go grab it from there then.
Poof, there it is.
What is?
Or in all honesty, I thought it was up there already.
What is it? I'll just send you a test email.
It's ahilts18 Gmail, and it's all lowercase.
ahilts18@gmail.
Yep. Can you tell how long I've had it? Why do you protect those?
Okay, I'm going to send you a test email. And I guess whenever you get it, just give me a shout back, and then I'll make a scheduler for tomorrow at 10, and we'll knock it out real quick. I just, I'm interested to know what portions, and I think that I hope that you can understand my need to understand which part you believe potentially he wasn't truthful about, so that I can kind of quantify where we're at. You know what I mean? And I do, man. I hella appreciate you helping me figure that out too, Andrew. I really do.
Not a problem. I mean,
Well,
the boy, I got, and to answer one more person in your chat,
sure.
I don't protect Jose more than I protect my own kids. Don't get that twisted. I can only give you the intel that I was given on Jose. And to produce Jose at this late in the game when he has no clue of what's going on or anything is
Right.
kind of hard for me because he doesn't exactly talk to me.
Right. No, I understand. It's sort of compartmentalized in a way where he speaks with the brother and you just get the, hey, I'm okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. What did I just do? I hit a button.
Well, you know what, Andrew? I'm going to go ahead and cut you loose. I know you got domestics to do. So do I. And we will, I sent you a test email.
Yep, I sent you one back.
Okay, cool. We'll create a scheduler for tomorrow at 10 and we'll knock that out, man. Again, I really appreciate you coming by, man. It means a lot.
Not a problem, bud. Listen, it's not. Listen, I never did not like you. It's just after a while that after 20 minutes of hearing looking at it kind of just drove me nuts.
And you see that you see that that's sort of a, it's something completely different.
It's a thing. It's a YouTube thing. Just like with all the Satanist crap. It's a YouTube thing. Listen, it's not what I made. It's what everybody made me. So screw it.
Yep, I dig it. It's a stick. But anyways, man, I'm gonna let you go. And
right.
Man, have a great day. Sorry about the fur babies,
man.
bro. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Always. See you then, brother.
All right. God bless. Have a good day, sir.
You too.
Bye-bye. All right. So that was great. I've got a little insight into some things that I didn't have some insight to. So I hope that that was informative. I do again want to thank Mr. Hiltz for coming over and being so gracious to answer. I didn't have any prior knowledge that was going to happen this morning. So that was definitely groundbreaking for me. And I do appreciate Mr. Hilt's very blunt honesty in a community and a time right now where honesty seems to be the last thing that we can find. I do appreciate Mr. Hilt's honesty. So with that being said, I'm Cash App gang, bang. Let's see who we got. I had left my phones in the garage, so let's do the roll call real quick. Man, y'all are crazy with it, man. What the hell? I'll leave the phone in there and come back to this. Y'all are overwhelming looking ass. Hold on. Man, hold the phone. What do we got? Lily Rochelle. Gang. Let's see. This damn phone. I got a new phone yesterday, man, but this joker right here, the older one, is hell to tell the captain. Who else? So we got Lily. I don't want to just throw people's name out there until I can, because I can see them up at the top, but that ain't necessarily what they want to be. Okay. Lily, thank you. Grammy, thank you so much, beautiful. Thank you. Miss Monique, thank you, lovely. Thank you. I'm sorry we had a connection situation. I look forward to speaking with you privately. Again, thank you for your support this morning. This phone. There's one more. Who is it? I can see you. Hold on. Damn, this phone is slow. Or damn, this other one's fast. Nicole, looking ass. Girl, you're a hottie. not a naughty. I love all of y'all individually. Remember, the absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence. Critical think about something today. Don't take something or anything for face value. Remember that there's a third side to every coin. A coin is not just dual-sided. It has an edge as well. Looking ass. I love all of y'all individually. I will see you later on in the event that someone wants to jump out of their fucking anatomy. Love you.